Today, I want to talk about how to learn English in 3 months. Many people think learning English is very hard and takes many years. They feel afraid when they hear English. They worry about grammar, pronunciation, and making mistakes. But I want you to know something very important. Learning English is possible in 3 months if you learn in the right way and if you practice every day. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be brave, consistent, and patient with yourself. English is not magic. It is a skill, and every skill can be learned step by step. First, we must understand what it really means to learn English in 3 months. It does not mean you will become like a native speaker. It does not mean you will know every word or every grammar rule. It means you will be able to understand basic English, speak about daily topics, listen to simple conversations, and express your thoughts without fear. 3 months is enough time to build a strong foundation. If you build a strong foundation, you can continue improving for the rest of your life. The most important rule of learning English fast is this. English must become part of your daily life. You cannot study English only 1 or 2 days a week and expect big results. You must touch English every day. Even if you only have 30 minutes, that 30 minutes matters. Your brain learns best when it sees something again and again. When English becomes familiar, it becomes easier. Many learners make the mistake of starting with grammar books and long rules. They try to memorize everything, and soon they feel tired and bored. This is not how children learn a language. Children listen first. They hear words many times before they speak. You should learn English in a similar way. Listening is the first key. If you listen a lot, your brain starts to understand patterns. You start to feel what sounds right and what sounds wrong, even before you know the grammar rule. In the first weeks, listening should be your main focus. Listen to simple English every day. You can listen to short videos, easy podcasts, or slow English stories. Choose content that is not too hard. If you understand nothing, it is too difficult. If you understand everything, it may be too easy. You should understand about half to 70%. That way, your brain is learning new things but not feeling stressed. While listening, do not translate every word in your head. Translation slows you down. Try to understand the meaning, not each word. It is okay if you miss some words. Even native speakers do not hear every word clearly all the time. Focus on the message, not perfection. At the same time, you should start speaking from the very beginning. Many people wait too long to speak because they are afraid of mistakes. But mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teachers. If you never make mistakes, you are not learning. Speak with simple sentences. Speak to yourself. Speak in front of a mirror. Describe what you're doing. For example, you can say, I am eating breakfast. I am drinking water. I am going to school. These simple sentences train your mouth and your brain. You do not need a partner at the beginning. You could be your own partner. Talking to yourself may feel strange, but it is very powerful. Your brain does not care who is listening. It only cares that you are practicing. If you can find a friend or an online partner later, that is great, but do not wait for the perfect situation. Vocabulary is another important part of learning English in 3 months. But do not try to memorize long word lists. That is boring and ineffective. Learn words in context. Learn words for what you hear and read. When you hear a word many times, it stays in your memory. Choose useful words, not rare or difficult ones. Focus on words for daily life, feelings, actions, and common situations. When you learn a new word, try to use it the same day. Make a sentence with it. Say it out loud. Write it down if that helps you. Using a word makes it stronger in your memory. Seeing a word once is not enough. You need to meet it again and again. Reading is also very helpful, but it should be simple reading. Short stories, simple articles, or easy English books are perfect. Do not read something too difficult. If you stop every sentence to check a dictionary, you will lose motivation. Read for understanding, not for perfection. Guess the meaning from context. This skill is very important in real life. Pronunciation is another thing many learners worry about. They want to sound perfect, but perfect pronunciation is not required to communicate. Clear pronunciation is more important. Focus on being understood, not on sounding like a native speaker. Listen carefully and try to copy the rhythm and sounds. Repeat sentences you hear. This is called shadowing. You listen and speak at the same time or just after. This helps your pronunciation and your confidence. In 3 months, consistency is more important than intensity. Studying 10 hours in one day and then stopping for a week is not effective. Studying 1 or 2 hours every day is much better. Your brain likes regular practice. Make English a habit, like brushing your teeth. Decide a fixed time every day, even if it is short. Motivation will not always be strong. Some days you will feel tired. Some days you will feel stuck. This is normal. Do not quit. Progress is not always visible, but it is happening. Think about why you want to learn English. Maybe it is for school, for travel, for work, or for your dreams. Keep that reason in your mind. Do not compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some people speak fast, but make many mistakes. Some people speak slowly, but correctly. Your journey is your own. Focus on your progress, not someone else's level. Technology can be a great help. Your phone can become your English teacher. Change your phone language to English. Follow simple English pages. Watch videos with English subtitles. Slowly, your brain will start thinking in English without effort. Grammar is not useless, but it should not be your first focus. Learn grammar naturally, step by step. When you see a sentence many times, you start understanding how grammar works. Later, you can study grammar to fix and improve what you already know. Grammar should support your speaking, not stop it. Confidence is one of the biggest secrets of learning English fast. Many people know more than they think, but fear stops them. Be brave. Speak even if your sentence is not perfect. Communication is about meaning, not perfection. If the other person understands you, you are successful. Learning English in 3 months is not about talent. It is about daily action. Small steps every day create big results. Even 5 new words a day become hundreds of words in 3 months. Even 10 minutes of speaking a day becomes hours of practice. Remember that English is a tool. It is not a test. It is not something to fear. It is something to use. When you use it, it becomes easier. When you enjoy it, it becomes faster. This is only the beginning of the journey. In the next part, I will talk more about how to plan your 3 months, how to practice listening and speaking better, and how to stay motivated until the end. Now, let us talk about how to use your 3 months wisely and how to turn daily practice into real progress. 3 months may sound short, but it is enough time to change the way your brain feels about English. The goal is not to rush, but to move forward every single day. When you wake up, remind yourself that English is part of your life now. Even small moments matter. A few minutes in the morning, a little time during the day, and some practice at night can make a big difference. One powerful idea is to surround yourself with English as much as possible. This is called immersion. You may not live in an English-speaking country, but you can still create an English environment. Listen to English while walking, cooking, or resting. Watch simple English videos instead of videos in your native language. At first, this may feel difficult, but soon it will feel normal. Your brain learns faster when English is everywhere. Speaking practice should slowly become more active. In the beginning, simple sentences are enough. Later, try to talk about your day, your opinions, and your plans. You can choose one topic each day and speak about it for a few minutes. For example, talk about your favorite food, your best friend, your hobbies, or your dreams. Do not worry if you repeat the same words. Repetition builds fluency. If you can, record your voice. Many learners feel uncomfortable hearing themselves, but this is a great tool. When you listen to your recordings, you can hear your progress. You may notice mistakes, but you will also notice improvement. This builds confidence and helps you speak more clearly. Listening should also become a little more challenging over time. Start with slow and clear English, then slowly move to natural speed. You do not need to understand everything. Even native speakers do not understand every word in movies or conversations. The key is to understand the main idea. Trust your brain. It is learning even when you feel confused. Reading can help you think in English. Read a little every day. Even one page is enough. When you read, you see how sentences are built. This helps your speaking and writing. If you see a sentence you like, read it out loud. This connects reading and speaking together. Writing is optional but helpful. You can write short sentences or a small diary in English. Write about your day or your thoughts. Do not try to be perfect. Writing helps organize your thinking. It also helps you remember vocabulary and grammar naturally. Sometimes you may feel frustrated. You may feel that you are not improving fast enough. This feeling is normal. Learning a language is not a straight line. Some days you feel strong, some days you feel weak. Do not let bad days stop you. Progress often comes quietly. One day, you will suddenly understand something that was confusing before. That moment is worth all the effort. Another important thing is to enjoy the process. Choose topics you like. If you like music, listen to simple English songs. If you like sports, watch short sports videos in English. If you like stories, listen to English stories. Enjoyment makes learning easier and faster. When you enjoy something, you do not feel tired. Do not be afraid of accents. English is spoken differently around the world. There is no single perfect English. Your accent is part of who you are. What matters is clarity and confidence. Speak clearly, slowly if needed, and with confidence. People will understand you. By the end of 3 months, you may be surprised. You may understand more than before. You may speak more easily. You may feel less afraid. This is success. Learning English is not about reaching the end. There is no end. It is about moving forward. After 3 months, do not stop. Continue the habits you built. English will continue to improve as long as you use it. The hardest part is starting. Once English becomes part of your life, it stays with you. I want to end this speech with one simple message. You are capable of learning English. You do not need special talent. You do not need perfect conditions. You only need time, practice, and belief in yourself. 3 months can change the way you see English. It can turn fear into confidence and silence into speech. Start today. Listen today. Speak today. Make mistakes today. Learn today. Your future English starts with what you do now. Thank you for listening and believe in yourself.